viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a home of accurate news and current news. For those who subscribe, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you, and if you're yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button below. And now the news in details. Things are getting out of hand in Nigeria. Aisha Buhari raises alarm. The First Lady Aisha Buhari has cried out that things are getting out of hand in the country, saying that her husband alone cannot handle the challenges of the nation. The wife of the president, who made this known at the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, General Assembly and National Executive Council meeting at the National Mosque Abuja with the team Islam and National Development. Mrs. Buhari said we should either fasten our seatbelt and do the needful, or we will all regret it very soon, because at the rate things are going on, things are getting completely out of hands. The VP Yemi Osinbajo is here. Some ministers are here. They are supposed to do justice to the situation. People cannot afford potable water in this country. Why we have governors? Since this is the highest decision-making body of Islamic affairs, for those that are listening, we should fear God. And we should know that one day we will return to God and account for our deeds here on earth. She also called for the regulation of social media, noting that China, with about 1.3 billion people, are done so, stressing that many people could not visit their villages on account of fake news broadcast. On this issue of social media, you cannot just sit in the comfort of your house and tweet that the vice president has resigned. It is a serious issue. China can control over 1.3 billion people on social media. I see no reason why Nigeria cannot attempt controlling only 180 million people. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, while formally declaring the conference open, admonished Nigerians to be their brothers' keepers, regardless of their religious affiliation, as all Nigerians are equal. It is my view that the weight of ensuring that this country is on the right track is on our leaders. We should be our brother's keeper, no matter the religion. We should always be ready to make sacrifices for one another. We have religious and tribal tensions in this country. Many are beating the drums of ethnic and religious war. We are at a historic junction of our nation. It is my view that the weight of ensuring that this country is on the right track is on our leaders. We should be our brother's keeper, no matter the religion. We should always be ready to make sacrifices for one another. We have religious and tribal tensions in this country. Many are beating the drums of ethnic and religious war. We are at a historic junction of our nations. Wow, so guys, what do you think about Aisha Buhari crying out that things are getting out of hands in Nigeria? What is your own take? Because obviously, she is actually saying the truth, but that things are getting hard in Nigeria. But my question is that what is her husband doing about it? What is her husband's effort about reducing the hardness that is going on in Nigeria right now? And you know, a lot of people made a comment and said that you raised alarm that the country's problem is getting out of hand. Why the selfish people are saying that things are going fine. Please, Nigerian leaders, are you confused? Of course, I think Nigerian leaders are confused right now, because some people, common men are suffering, while the leaders are not feeling the suffering of common men. You can imagine that. And this person said, please God, save us from the hands and from the brands of ungodly politicians of this country. Nigerian problem is Buhari. Yes, absolutely right. Nigerian problem is Buhari. But what is Buhari doing about it? What efforts, what energy is he using to relieve this problem in Nigeria right now? Look at what is going on about Amoteku in the southwest. Look at it now. Buhari is against it, and we are talking about Nigeria reducing the hardness in Nigeria. How is it going to reduce? How is it going to reduce? And now his wife is coming out and said that things is getting out of hands in Nigeria, that her husband cannot do it alone. Is there something in Aso Rock that is being hidden right now? Because it looks as if this woman has not come out real to tell us that this is what is going on right now. I feel like there is something that is still hidden that these present leaders are not coming out to say to the public. You know, Somebody said, I respect the First Lady, but sometimes her speech is false because as a woman, she should be able to tell her husband, the president, some of its way of running the country is bad. She should come on social media to tell us what is going on in the country as she feels the pains of the poor masses. Aisha Buhari cannot just come up and start giving us parable. Aisha Buhari cannot just come up and start saying things in parable, not coming out directly to express the mind of the masses to Nigerian citizens, to Nigerians as a whole. Instead of her to speak up and fight for us as a nation, and talk to her husband to do something about all these things that are going on right now. And somebody said that the problem is not far-fetched due to your husband's attitude towards the Fulani killers because they are his kinsmen and that has tribal coloration. Why Aisha was crying that things are getting out of hands, our vice president is saying Nigeria is on the right track at the same venue. You can imagine, which means that they don't understand themselves. Aisha Buhari said things is becoming hard. The vice president has said things are okay. Who do we believe? Who is actually saying the truth? Who is deceiving who? Because I feel that they just make mockery of Nigeria and the suffering masses. We don't know who is saying the truth among them. Yemi Osinbajo has been as the vice president in Nigeria. He is just there. Nothing to show for it. Yemi Osinbajo is not a good representative of Southwest. He's not. His voice is not being counted. His voice is not being known. He doesn't speak for the masses. And that's just a bad thing. Then why do we have a vice president that cannot feel the suffering of Nigerian citizens? Why do we have a country, why do we have a vice president that cannot feel the suffering, that cannot free the cry of common man? It's just a shame. It's a very big shame. Somebody said that the First Lady is a complete fool. Where is Yahaya Bello? You fused on good people of Kogi State in 2019 general election. You are a chameleon. Nigeria is a brother killer, not keeper. We all know it doesn't deceive you. Don't deceive yourself. Talk to your leaders to do well without hypocrisy and Islamization of Nigeria. Aisha Buhari, you are not saying nothing yet. You conspire with your Fulani infidel Kismail to impose jubri on Nigeria after your late white worker husband Buhari died in January 2017. You all will be consumed by the wrath of Jehovah God. People are really, really angry right now because of so many things that is going on in the country. And even to spoil the matter, Buhari's wife is not coming out real. Aisha Buhari is not telling us the truth about what is actually going on right now. Aisha Buhari is not saying the truth at all. Instead, Aisha Buhari talks in parable. And that is not what we want as a country. Look at all these things that are going on right now. The government doesn't have anything to do about it. The governments are just there. They are dormant. They are just there, useless. Nothing to show for it. Nothing, no positive things are coming out from our Nigerian government. It's a shame. This morning right now, you can imagine Malami sent a police to stop Southwest protest about Amotekun. In the case of Amotekun, let's see who will win. Let's wait and see. Because at the end of the day, I know that the federal government will be in shame at the end of the day. So guys, what do you think about Aisha Buhari's thoughts? What do you think? What is your own comment about this? Kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you. God bless you for subscribing, and thank you. Bye.